your brain, you're in the nerds domain. Come on in, it's about to begin.
Hi everybody, I'm Matt Quiet, and welcome to the Nerds Domain podcast. Today I'm here with Shirley, one of our other podcasters. Say hi, Shirley.
Hello.
And I'm also here with Cory Jones with Cryptozoic and Hex. So, Cory, what can you tell us about Hex, the Kickstarter, how it started, and everything that's gone on from then?
Hex is the first ever MMO TCG.
Okay.
So it's a digital-only card game that actually incorporates all the incredible things you could expect from an MMO in terms of community building, auction houses, single-player story with narrative.
Okay.
All this incredible, crazy MMO elements, but seen through the lens of a trading card game.
Okay.
And so what was important about that for us was this idea that both MMOs and trading card games rely on one thing pretty primarily, which is the community.
Yeah.
And MMO's amazing ability to aggregate and keep a community very vibrant and active was something that a TCG would really benefit from. And so the TCG piece of it is the part where all that incredible strategic gameplay and chain strategy and all the things that make a TCG fun, I feel could be an incredible boon to all of the things that are really cool in MMO.
Okay.
Like, how you do linear storytelling and character advancement and power through acquisition and all that stuff. And so Hex is actually trying to create sort of a new category of game.
Okay. So you're the first of your kind.
Yes,
okay.
Which is very interesting.
And you were up on Kickstarter when that ended a month or two ago?
Yeah. It was through the month of June. We had a Kickstarter. We started off trying to raise $300,000. We ended up raising $2.5 million.
That's a little over.
Yeah. So I believe we're in the top 10 gaming Kickstarters of all time, top 5 if you just had PC gaming in there. And I think we're the 15th largest Kickstarter ever.
Okay. So what kind of production schedule are you looking at? How soon are we going to be able to see the game? Is it out yet?
No. The goal right now is that we're going to hit our closed alpha, which was for all the Kickstarter backers and the Slacker backers, is going to be the end of September.
Okay.
So we're chugging right along. That's about 6-7 weeks from now. So not a ton of time, but we're looking good.
Okay. So along with this, is it a deck? Like you build your deck and then you play, and so how do you get more cards?
So the basic premise is that we have two sides to the game, PvE and PvP.
Okay.
On the PvP side, it's everything you could expect from a full-fledged esports-style trading card game.
Okay.
Serious balance, all kinds of different tournament formats, draft. You're going to be, the only way that you're going to be spending money in Hex, and it's a free-to-play game, is you're going to be buying packs of cards, and you're going to have tournament entry fees. And the tournament entry fees are used to cover the packs of cards that are given away for prizes.
Okay, so you're still only buying packs of cards?
Only buying packs of cards now. There's no paywalls, energy, none of that nonsense.
Okay.
But we are a free-to-play game, so when you first log in, you're going to get a starter deck, and you start actually playing the PvE side of it. So the PvP side, very much about tournaments. You'll have rankings, you'll be able to buy packs. On the PvE side, you actually have this incredible, single-player narrative that goes through 40-plus dungeons, hundreds of hours of gameplay. We have hundreds of cards that only live on the PvE side. You can actually get through the dungeons.
Okay.
We have raids, so you'll unlock raids in the game. You actually play with 2 of your friends, so 3 of you will make decks that work together to beat a raid boss.
Okay.
We have, I believe it's 8 or 10 raid bosses at launch. And one of the great things about the game and where the real innovation lives is the idea that this is going to be the first ever sandbox TCG. What I mean by that is we have cards that have sockets where you can actually take gems, socket them into the cards, and fundamentally change what the card does.
Okay.
And so if you go to hextcg.com, you can actually see all of this stuff, and in great detail it explains why this is amazing.
Okay.
The PvP side actually does use socketed cards. We spend a lot of time balancing the sockets and gems to make sure that works. Additionally, we have every card has 2 pieces of equipment associated with it that also change what the card does.
Okay.
When you make a character on the PvE side, you actually get to choose from 8 races, 6 classes, you level them up, there's a skill tree, and when you actually make your deck, you get to equip 6 pieces of equipment on your champion, and those 6 pieces of equipment augment the cards in the deck.
Okay.
Just if that specific card is in the deck. So if I have a card called Burn that does 2 points of damage, and I put on the Flamewalker's Helm, that means that Burn now does 4 points of damage, and instead of going to the graveyard, goes back into the deck when it's cast.
Okay.
So super cool stuff like that. So with the equipment, with the socketed cards, with the champion, and all the different choices you're making when you level them up. The combinatorials in this game are in the billions.
So
it is
lots of customizability.
Actual sandbox TCG play, which has never been done.
Okay.
The great thing about our MMO side also is that we have incredible talent on it. My lead designer for the MMO side of the game is a gentleman named Kevin Jordan, who was one of the first, the original 3 designers of World of Warcraft.
Okay.
And so he did all the class systems. And wow, a childhood friend of mine actually came to join Cryptozoic to help do this project.
Okay.
And so what we're offering in Hex is a pretty unique experience, something that's never been done, something that's going to innovate. And everyone we've shown the game so far has really been blown away by the vision. I mean, clearly the Kickstarter resonated.
Absolutely,
I think there's a group of people out there that are passionate about this. At least 20,000.
Yeah.
So many Kickstarter people had. We've had this incredible community spring up around the game from the Kickstarter. So if you go to the forums, as an example, on our game, it's incredibly positive. They're all excited. Everyone has great ideas. It's been this.
So even pre-game, there's a community, which is important for
there are
MMO.
guilds with hundreds of people in them.
Oh wow!
The game now.
Oh wow!
Not out yet.
Okay.
You go to YouTube and click through the videos. I tried to find the Kickstarter video. There are pages and pages of fan-made videos for Hex, just talking about strategy, and because we've been spoiling the cards, and it's just incredible. Like,
okay,
it's
excellent.
mind-blowing.
So you have a rabid fan base already.
Yeah.
Good.
And they are awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Could not be happier.
Okay.
So as far as you said that this is digital based, correct?
Yep.
Like it's online. Is there any future planning to print anything, like maybe art prints or?
Potentially. Like when it comes to licensed goods, it's a wide canvas, and that's fine. We made the decision early on, and specifically, that we would never make a physical version of the game,
Right.
because all of the innovation that lives in the digital-only space would be lost.
Yeah.
And by saying no physical, I can focus on digital, and now the amount of canvas I have to paint on it's 100-fold.
And you never have to wonder, how am I going to get this stroke here to work in a physical format? Yeah, that's excellent.
It's an embarrassment of riches, frankly. Like, we've been mining for ideas, and when I say mining, usually you have to dig and dig and dig to get a good idea. I walk into a field and there's clumps of gold laying everywhere. It's insanity. Every idea we have spawns 10 more.
Oh, good.
I have enough design space and innovation built into the planning documents for this game to go for years.
Okay.
And it blows my mind that no one has done this yet. I feel so lucky.
It seems like a very interesting combination.
Yeah.
It seems like it kind of almost a niche, but it has a lot of potential. MMOs are all.
I've been
you don't think
talking to a lot of people about this. No, I'll tell you why. You look at League of Legends.
Okay.
League of Legends, RTSs are about 22 years old. Tens of millions of people played RTSs over the course of those 22 years. They had died, and they were almost completely gone. StarCraft was alive in Korea.
Yeah.
But that was it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the fans made Dota, which was how people wanted to play an RTS-style game right now.
Yes.
And then the Riot guys were smart enough to say, let's make League of Legends, make it polished, make it great. And what they did was they came out with that game and reactivated all of this giant community. League of Legends is $1 billion a year game right now.
Yeah.
It makes $1 billion a year. It's the biggest PC game in the world.
Yeah.
I look at what we're doing and I say, there have been tens of millions of players playing TCGs over the last 20 years. They're 20 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of those people right now that have fallen out of the hobby because there's no good way for them to play. They can't drive to a card shop after the kids are in bed at 9:30.
Yeah.
They've aged up. There's no great experience for them on the PC right now. There's almost no experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I believe that when we come out with a game that's for these people, that we may activate these tens of millions of people to come play again.
Okay.
And this could be the biggest game in the world.
Okay. Well, that all sounds amazing. So you've got your alpha that you said ends in September?
Begins in September.
Okay. And then you'll probably beta a little bit.
GenCon attendees, stroll on by the Mayfair.
Welcome to GenCon, guys.
Area in Hall E to watch the opening round of the Catan and North American Championship Tournament. While you're there, try your luck playing a mammoth game on a carbon-sized board.
All right. I gotta go. I gotta get over there and play the Catan tournament. It's the end of September. We begin our alpha.
Okay.
The dates from that point forward, we're going to try to make them as fast as possible.
Okay. Do you have a kind of a vague idea, like
no
fourth quarter next year, or?
Oh no, it'll be much sooner than that.
Okay.
But when it comes to this is a very big point of discussion for all of the people.
Well, and you've got a lot of stuff going in, and
video game development is also reality of video game development is that you're on a path and you can see the destination, but the road is obscured by mist.
Yes.
So as it looks like a 6-week walk, but as you start to walk down the path, there may be a giant chasm that I got to build a bridge over.
Absolutely.
So it is what it is, and I'm trying to do the best we can. We're working. We promise to be working very hard, but those dates are always
fluctuating.
Flux,
yeah. So, is there anything else you could tell us about Hex, or anything else you guys are doing here that you want to highlight?
That's the top line of what Hex is. I invite people to go to hextcg.com. If you go to the site, there's so much innovation and so much invention and so many very specific, cool things about Hex that we built in. I've been working on Hex for 2.5 years. 2.5 years ago, I wrote the original game design doc and all the innovation, and it's really a labor of love for everyone on it. I have some incredibly talented designers and programmers, and everyone is so deeply in love with this and passionately committed to it, and have brought so much in terms of creativity to make my goofy ideas into things that are actually fun and actually good.
Yeah.
That I really enjoy it when people can actually do a little bit of exploration in terms of the specifics of that.
Okay.
Because it's sometimes hard to understand why these things together would be cool.
Yeah.
Go look at it. It's amazing.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that'll do us. That'll be it today for the Nerds Domain podcast. You can catch us on Twitter. I'm @Quiet. Shirley is @SNEDS. Or SNEDS70, I'm sorry. And the website is @Nerds Domain. Head over to the website. Check out the Amazon link. You can get shirts through /Loot. And I think that'll do us.